Hey there everybody, welcome back to Groundhog's Garage. My name is Jim. Hey, this is just a short video. I'm working on my Escalade, and the truck itself has what, 195,000 miles on it, and the front end wanders a little bit, and I do have some new tires. I got them on the back, but I've never mounted them on the front because I knew the suspension was pretty wore. So I wanted to mount the tires, get them out of my basement, and I thought, well, I got some time. I'm going to put some new control arms in it and probably some new end links sooner or later, but I wanted to show you 195,000 miles, stock control arms, and I bought the whole control arm, and I'll tell you why. If you price out the bushings and the ball joint, now if you have a press at home, it might be worth the $20 to you to replace them. I don't know, because I think the whole control arm was like $85, $89 from Summit Racing. And if you buy the bushings and the ball joint, you're probably spending 60 bucks, maybe a little bit more. So I don't know if it's worth it to take the time to replace those parts or to have somebody do it for you, because I would bet you they'll charge you an hour's labor, and you're probably looking at 150 bucks to have them just push the bushings in. So here's where I'm at. And I've got it out of off the mounts, but look how cracked the bushings are. I mean, look at that. They are beat to death on both sides. See the cracks? And look how loose. I mean, this thing is just flopping around. So definitely wore out, and I'm going to do the uppers because the uppers are really easy to do. By the time I get my tools out and everything, it probably only takes an hour. And I wanted to check the condition of the brakes and that kind of stuff, and I still have a little bit of pad left. It'll probably last me till next year, but I'm going to pump some fresh brake fluid through this. That's why I started over here. Well, it really, because I've done the back already. I should throw that in. I did the backs last fall, so the backs have fresh brake fluid in it, and if you're thinking of in terms of working your way back to the master cylinder, that's where I'm at. So doing this one, I got to find my pickle fork and I get the ball joint. I got it unbolted from the spindle, but I'll just pop it out and then I'm putting the other one back in literally an hour tops, maybe. I just got the upper out, and I wanted to show you the state of what I've got here. So you can see how the bushings are all beat, cracked, worn out. They're both like that, both sides. Look at that one. It's even kind of compressed on this side more than this side. I don't even know. Look how bad that is. I don't even know if that was... It was holding it on the car. That was about it. And this is probably... Is that hot? No, that's not bad, but look how loose that is. The only thing holding that on is the rubber. I mean, usually you got to get on there and muscle that thing around. Once I got all my tools out, it took me less than an hour to get this control arm out. So I've got it sitting here waiting for my new one. Should tighten this up a little bit. I'm going to do the uppers today. The lower ones are a little more involved, but still not terrible. You can see they're kind of covered in oil, but I'm sure they're not in any better shape than the uppers are. So probably get a new sway bar link too. So I just wanted to let you know what was going on, and like I said, a short video. Honestly, I don't know that these bushings last much longer than 100,000 miles. So if you've got this model Escalade or that model Tahoe or the same year Yukon, and you've got over 100,000 miles on it, and you've never put in control arms or bushings or anything like that, you're overdue. They'll take it to an alignment shop and they'll say, hey, you need ball joints, you need this, you need that. And you can do it cheaper at home if you have the tools and stuff. So anyway, hope it helps you. I'd show you how to do this, but I already have a video that I did on the Tahoe when I replaced the control arms on that. I'll put a link in this video somewhere so you can check that one out if you want to. So anyway, have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. One last look before I button it up. This is all in. These are just, the bolts are a little loose because I want to wait till I get a load on the wheel, and then I'll tighten them up. These were 7/8 of an inch or 21 millimeter. Either one will work. And I got the ball joint tightened down into the spindle. Got everything hooked back up here. And let's see what else. Oh, I pumped some fresh brake fluid through the caliper. I got my fluid extractor and just emptied this thing, filled it back up with fresh, and then a couple pumps through the caliper to get some fresh in there. And it's worth noting, and I've mentioned this before in my videos, ever since I started on any vehicle I own, if I have had it long enough to pump some, put some fresh brake fluid in it, flush the lines, I have not replaced calipers on those vehicles. I used to replace calipers all the time, and I'm talking over a 10-year period, 10 or 15-year period, but about 10 or 15 years ago, I started flushing my brake lines about every other year probably, and replacing calipers has become a thing of the past. Just food for thought.